What is going on, everybody? What is going on? Welcome to the Cerberus Gridiron Podcast. I am your host, Christian_CFS, and we are at episode 68, and we are just moving right along, man. The season is going by good. So if you are here right now, just go on, since you're listening, just go hit that like button and go hit that subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate it. And just know, man, we just here just for entertainment and trying to entertain you. Let's go and kick it over, Mr. K Camp. How you doing, Mr. K Camp?
What up, what up, what up? Shalom Al-Kim to my good people and Shalom Al-Kim to my bad people. May you learn how to become good because we need good people in this world. We do, Lord Jesus. What's up, man? How was your weekend?
Man, it was wonderful. I can't complain.
That's great to hear. Wonderful.
Because it was baby girl's last soccer game.
Hey, we're playoffs.
Hey, man. They was in the playoffs. They almost won their game too.
Okay.
So they was up. So they was down 1-0. And I was like, okay, yeah, 1-0 if we're doing soccer, like 1-0. So I'm like, okay. I was like, this ain't gonna be a good game. The next, it went down to 2-0. I was like, oh yeah, they definitely not making the playoffs. Or like, I mean, they're not going to advance to like the next matchup next week. So then I told the wife, I was like, hey, babe, I don't know what it is, but it's in my spirit right now. I got a feeling that they're going to win this daggone playoff game. Once I said that, 2 goals back to back.
2 goals, 2.
And I was like, baby, I think it's going to happen. Halftime comes. Baby girl was like, she talking to like her teammates and everything, talking about, man, I hope we lose. I ain't trying to play another game. I was like, oh no, come here, baby girl. I was like, we don't say that. I was like, you need to try to do your best. That's what you need to do. Do your best. So she ended up going out there doing her best. But I just thought it was funny when I heard her say that. Then man, she got her little brothers around, so they were out here playing. And then she was like, just so you know, if we do win, Daddy, I'm not.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? There's no way you're here.
You're now listening to the Cerberus Gridiron Podcast. And now your hosts, Christian and Chris, powered by Cerberus Fantasy Sports.
Going to the daggone playoff game. But they ended up, so I didn't get to see like the second half because I was watching the boys. But yeah, they ended up losing 5-4. 5-4.
Ooh.
But I guess they ended up coming back, and then I think they was up like 4-3, and then they ended up scoring 2 goals or something like that, like towards the end. Like I didn't know.
Oh wow, that sounded like that was exciting.
Yeah, exciting for the wife while she was watching it, but yeah, man, she is done with soccer now.
Done with soccer,
and she's
come back.
And she's retiring her soccer cleats.
Hang them up.
But she's getting her gymnastics ready to go. So
okay,
yeah. But man, what about your weekend?
I had a busy one on Saturday. I had a lot to do. I did all that. Then I cooked. Man, I went to the gym. I went to the gym. Took my youngest to his soccer game, which the other team didn't show up. Last game of the season, team didn't show up. Then we had an end of the season party. I left that. I went to the grocery store. I went to nothing but bun cakes. Got my wife some cupcakes. Then I went to my oldest soccer game. We ended the season strong. We won that game. We ended up in the season 7-1, and we beat the team that beat us the first game of the season. Then I went back and cooked.
Question.
Came home, shower, gave him a bath, and cooked. What's up?
Question, man.
Long day Saturday. Easy.
Since you said that little nothing but bundt cake, what's your go-to bundt cake whenever you go there?
Oh, the flavor.
Mm-hmm.
If it's one of the ones that like a staple, it's probably the confetti one.
Oh, you a confetti?
Yeah, the confetti one.
Okay.
Probably the confetti one. Like
Okay.
the big one. I mean, the minis.
Yeah.
I probably
Like the minis. Mm-hmm.
The mini ones. But I mean, I got the regular side because they had the pumpkin. They had some Oreo flavor that's like seasonal, and I got me a confetti one.
Oh, okay. You tried that red velvet, dog?
Oh yeah, I food with the red velvet now.
That's my go-to.
That's your go-to.
Mm-hmm. Have to have the red velvet
too. I food with them cupcakes because they was having my wife. She had to work and they was having an end of season party. She's like, "Bring me back a cupcake." Man, the guy who brought cupcake, he brought some Kroger brand mini cupcakes. Trash. I said, I can't. That ain't right for my wife. You know, she asked to did it because especially when it comes to cupcakes. So.
Nah, man. She said bring it back a cupcake. You bring that cupcake back, let her eat it, and when she be like, "Baby, what is this?" I'm like, "Nah, babe, man, I got you, man. You know I got man the cupcake that you want. Then you come and save it."
I got that pumpkin spice. Matter of fact, she just ate it.
Oh,
pumpkin spice one. But yeah. If anyone is part of my go-to.
Okay, is she a big pumpkin spice?
Yeah, she's a pumpkin girl. Yeah.
Okay,
she is a pumpkin spice girl.
Okay. All right, man. Well, let's go on and get into it. Let's let everybody know what we got. And just so you know, if you do not want to hear the talking and about us and our families and things like that, that is cool, man. You ain't got to listen to it. Just go and skip to, which you should listen to it, though, because I know you got a family.
Right.
Everybody got a family. Even if you single, man, you do some stuff. Let us know what you did up on the weekend, man. See if you can outperform our weekend, which might not be too hard to do, but I don't know. Maybe you watch college football all weekend long, and then all the pros. But hey,
right.
But just go on in. If you don't feel like listening to it, just go on. We're gonna have everything timestamped. You can get straight to strategy focus. As you already know, we're gonna break it down for you. We're gonna do strategy focus. We're gonna do fancy question of the week. We're gonna do CGP news, and we're gonna end it off with buy, sell, and hold. So we're just going to keep it like that, keep it nice straight to the nitty gritty and just get straight into it so you can understand what you want to do. But let's go and get to the strategy focus. Strategy focus of the week. The rest of the season projections. Who will finish strong? And how are we going to do this? Since similar, like I know you might be getting confused with the strategy focus and fancy questions. Sometimes they blend in together. So for the strategy focus of the week, that we're doing this week, we're going to focus on teams that we think that can finish strong based on the record that they have coming up and where we think they can end up finishing at. And then some that can just going to take the plummet. So one of the teams who I think, and we're going to start up in the NFC right now, one of the teams who I think that can finish strong, and I know we kind of talked about this team ahead of time too as well, and we're just going to let it be known is I think them Eagles can finish strong. And not because of what you think of like blowouts and everything that's going to be happening like that. But I think the schedule matchup that they have, even though they do have some tough games on there, everybody should already know we're not going to count the Cowboys as like a tough game, but they got the Cowboys. You already know they got the Commanders at home. Then they also, So then they also got the Rams. Then they have the Ravens. I think those two matchups are gonna decide their playoff push of like where they're going to set in the NFC, like if they're going to be able to get that bye or not. Like those two games, and then this final game with the Steelers. So those three games right there, I think those three, if they can go 2 for 1 out of those games, I think that's going to let everybody know where they're going to end up finishing by the end of the season, which I think it could be a strong push because I don't believe in the Giants. I don't believe up in the Cowboys right now. And I just know the Commanders, they're probably going to play them tough. But they're young and explosive. So I think the Eagles have a good chance to finish strong. What is one team up the NFC that you think that can end up finishing strong?
I I'm liking because his boys are back. I'm kind of liking the Rams.
Okay.
Boy, obviously all bets are off if now they got the Dolphins, Patriots, Eagles, Saints, Bills. That'll be a tough one. 49ers always gonna be a tough one too. The Jets and the Cardinals, then the Seahawks. They've lost 1, 2, 3, 4. I can see them going though. What is it, 11-6? That's 2 more games. Maybe 10-7. I can see them sneaking into the playoffs and getting in. Even though Arizona is top of the West, we know Arizona. I think Arizona's some frauds. I think their record is fraudulent, right?
Okay.
Kyler ain't doing what he's doing, but somehow they winning. So
they're frauds. Everybody out there, they're frauds like that on Mr. Rogers' sweater. That's what they are. Okay. We're gonna jump to the AFC. One team that I think that can do a push, which you might be shocked when I say this. No, I'm not gonna bring up that team. I'll wait for that team later on. But I'm gonna bring them up right now. I'm gonna bring them up right now.
What are you gonna say?
I think, and you let me know what you think about this. I think the Broncos can make a sneaky push. I got a feeling that they can make a sneaky push, man.
I'm trying to look at their schedule real quick, fast in a hurry.
Who, the Broncos?
Yeah. I mean, was you see them going 10-7 or something? I mean, they're gonna beat their win.
Better than what they did last year. That's why I mean, like a sneaky strong push to help them carry over. Because when you look at their schedule, like they have they got the Chiefs, then they got the Falcons, then they have the Raiders, they have the Browns, they have the Colts, they have the Chargers again, and then they have the Bengals, and then the Chiefs at the very end. I can see them going half and half right there. I can see them finishing like 9-8.
9-8. Well, I mean, if it's compared to last year, that's not bad then. I mean, yeah, that's not bad. I know you compare it to last year because I mean the Rams, Pat, you can throw that ball away. I mean the Rams won 10 games last year, but they're gonna win 10 again this year. Out of AFC.
Yeah, it's the AFC, man. Let's see, man.
Let me look at this team real quick. Look at these Chargers. Chargers, they got the Titans next. That should be a win. They got the Bengals. They can be a tough one. The Ravens, that can be a tough one. Falcons will be tough. Chiefs tough. Broncos tough. I mean, Buccaneers tough. But then they got the Broncos, Patriots, and Raiders the last 3 games of the season. So they've already won 1, 2. They already won 5. That's 3. That's 8. They can sneak out 9-8, maybe 10. I can see that. The Chargers.
Okay. And I'm going to stay in the AFC East, and I'm going to go to a team that you like a lot. Well, I don't know if you like them a lot. You just like the players that you got. And I'm going to talk about the Bengals. What do you think about the Bengals making a strong push? Like we saw a little something against Joe Burrow. Did his thing. And don't forget, everybody out there, go and check out who we got for the CFS Playmakers of the Week 9. Might see somebody from the Bengals out there. But let's go and get to it. Because they got the Ravens, which we already know in divisional matchups are always going to be close. They have the Chargers. Then they have the Steelers at home. They got the Cowboys, the Titans, the Browns, the Broncos, and then the Steelers to end their season.
So they should really win those Cowboys, Titans, Browns, and Broncos. That's 4.
Yep.
That would put them right now. They're right. That's 8. And if they could steal 2 more to get to 10, they could steal 2 more from the Ravens, Chargers, Steelers twice.
I'm just saying they're gonna split those games. If they split those,
they might be able to get to 10. They might be able to get to 10 after starting 0-3. They might be able to get to 10. I'm not gonna lie.
If they get to 10, I do not think they're going to be in the playoffs, though. I think they're going to be the last
with 10 wins?
I think they'll be the last one out.
Dang.
Because they'll be 10-7. and the Steelers are looking good. The
They
Ravens are
6-2.
looking good. You got to look at everybody else that's looking good too. Like you got the Bills, which are dominating their division with these, so they're always going to be number one. The Chiefs are doing their thing, which they got a tough matchup right now against the team who they lost against up in their Super Bowl era. Then the AFC North is always going to be strong. And then we know the Texans are technically currently right now they're winning their division 6-3. Even though they kind of took a loss, but now I ain't watched this game because I kind of fell asleep a little bit.
So you got Buffalo, So let's say Pittsburgh, let's say the Ravens. That's 3, right? So they got 1, 2, 3. You got the Houston Texans, one of that division.
5.
You got the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh,
so
never mind. They're gonna make the playoff.
Right. That can lead the Chargers and the Bengals. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Chargers,
4,
Bengals,
5. Yeah, that can lead the Bengals.
Well, this is another. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna throw my ringer out there for the. I didn't see how. This is what I was trying to say. Like I didn't see how Mr. Joe Flacco did up in the Sunday night matchup. He looked terrible.
I didn't see it either, but I heard it was terrible. Not good.
Okay. I was only bringing it up because they played a little different whenever he got underneath the wing, and I was looking at their schedule. The schedule looks quite favorable.
Is it? Does it?
Well, they got the Bills, which is going to be a strong test. They're going to have to show up because they're at home. But then they got the Jets. They got the Detroit Lions. So those 2 games right there, like that 3 mean matchup there. But after that, I think they could run the tables. They got the Colts. They got the Broncos. I mean, not the Colts, but they got the Patriots. They got the Broncos. They got the Titans. Then they got the Giants. And then they got the Jaguars. Like they could go.
I mean, I hear you. I just don't know what the coach is trying to do because you keep putting AR on the bench. Yes, AR looks garbage out there, but he needs the reps. The only way to get them reps is to be out there. I heard something the other day that CJ Stroud has played 24 games in the NFL. Anthony Richardson has played 23 games, including college. In the NFL. So what does that tell you? He needs reps.
He needs a lot more than reps too, dog.
You knew what it was, but you knew what it was going to be. It was a project. We're taking him, got a big arm. It's a project. You knew it. So for y'all to act like this is just bench him and all this is crazy. Now you knew that when you drafted him, you knew you got to develop him. Should have set his ass on there last year. So I guess they're gonna let him sit for a few weeks. Maybe he can learn something.
But that's the thing, though, man.
Like they did Bryce Young.
Well, Bryce Young only got in because Andy had that car accident. If he didn't have that car accident, then I think he would still have been starting right now. But that's the one thing that I didn't understand about the Colts or anybody that actually ends up drafting like a QB that's like mobile. Like this is just me. Like I'm not an NFL coach, but like it's not rocket science. Like I got a mobile QB. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna want a mobile backup too as well. Just so I ain't gotta change my daggone offense up.
Yeah.
So you got totally opposite QBs back there. You got Flacco and then you got Anthony Richardson, who is a mobile QB. Why not bring in somebody that's a veteran that's good at being like a mobile QB? And maybe he starts for like the first 6 to 7 games. And if he ain't doing it, then like prime example, look at Jacoby Brissett up in New England. We talked about that at the beginning of the year. We already knew Jacoby Brissett was going to be the starter because he's the veteran. And what they do, Drake May was going to come in when time was needed. Okay, yes, I was wrong about when he was going to come in because I said around this time right now, like around week 10, week 11. Nope. They seen enough. They seen enough. They made that switch quick. But he's getting the experience right now. And you can see he's getting better each and every week. But yeah, I think it's just a lot of coaches now, like they need to understand that if you are drafting a QB, he has to be a for sure thing and you know he's a for sure thing to get him out there and like to start him day one. Now, if you don't think he's a for sure thing, just let him sit. We already seen who did it. Jordan Love did it, and he's looking decent now. But he also had a Hall of Fame. Yep. Well, Pat had.
Aaron Rodgers did it.
Yeah.
So
why can't your QBs do it?
Exactly, man. Because they with Tom, yeah. Because it's all about the money. That's it. They don't give a damn. Then they want to yank them when they shit the bed. Well, what you expect?
Yeah.
Everybody ain't CJ Stroud, and then CJ Stroud, it's tape on him now. His number one receiver gone, so he's struggling a little bit. Bobby Slow, what's going on over there? He's struggling a little bit. So this shit is not easy.
Nope. But all right, everybody, that was strategy focus. We are going to get into the best part, which is the fancy question of the week. And that is, which players will thrive during the second half of the season? And some of the players that I think that are going to thrive are them rookies, dog. It's already been, you already got eight games. You already got 8 games, 9 games. Was this a coming out showing for your boy, Jackson Smith-Njigba?
I can't. There were like 3 different second-year wide receivers that had breakout games.
Mm-hmm.
And JSN was one of them. But I can't jump on a bandwagon like I want to. I want to get on the bandwagon. That's my guy. But I can't because you saw what happened week 1, right? He had 17 targets. And then he came back with like 4. You know what I'm saying? What are we doing? Like, it's not consistent. DK Metcalf is the only reason he's balling. Well, I don't say only reason, but most of the reason he's balling because DK Metcalf is out. DK Metcalf's supposed to be back next week. So do you have faith in starting Jackson Smith-Njigba? If anything more than the flex, you don't, because there's no consistency. But obviously, you see that he can go down the field. We can throw the ball down the field. Oh, we can do this. We don't throw 3-yard little screen pass and them trying to break a tackle. No, we can throw the ball down the field. Okay, but he needs Lockett or DK to be gone for that to help. He needs to for him to take that step. So I love to see it yesterday. I should have almost started him, but I don't. Looks like I'm not gonna need him to win anyway. But I did want to start him. But I love to see that. Who else was it? QJ, which I'm still not high on QJ, but he had a pretty good game.
Yeah, he's been having flashes.
He has.
He's been having flashes where it seems that was like year 2 for him.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's taking him time, which technically, like what we talked about before, he was technically a project.
Yeah.
And I think that is Jim Harbaugh showing how good of a coach he is and playing to his players' strengths.
Yeah.
Which obviously it's showing that maybe it was not QJ and maybe it was the coach.
Oh, well, we know Brian. What was his name? Staley was garbage. He was trash. What Bubba Dub say? Trash. Brandon Staley, trash. What's the counter? 2303. Trash. Yeah, he's garbage.
What's the counter? 23.
He garbage.
But yeah, man.
But yeah, to your point though, yeah.
Yeah, I think he can have another showing. What do you think about this guy? And I think everything's going to be based on his quarterback. And I want to think, what are your thoughts about DJ Moore having a good showing towards the end of the season?
They schedule is tough. I'm not gonna lie. The NFC North is tough.
The NFC North is tough a little bit, but
that's the only thing.
But what I'm thinking, do you think they're gonna arrive, like go to that next level based off of what happened to that one play? Or do you think that's going to be the down of their season based off of like what that guy ended up doing?
Well, you know good and well, I don't like their OC. Dude's trash. I've been said it. Shane Waldron, you trash, man. You garbage. You don't put the ball down the field with DJ Moore. Like, bro, you keep throwing screen passes to him. What are you doing? Caleb is frustrated. And then, and then they had Cliff Kingsbury, the interview at that organization. He wanted to coach Caleb in the pros. You let him walk out the door. You see what's going on down there in Washington with Jaden Daniels. And then you'll get Shane Waldron, who Seattle let go because he was trash.
So are you saying that that Scary Terry? That the Scary Terry might be a pretty good
Scary Terry's coming along. Now I need more yards from him. He got 2 touchdowns yesterday, one was like 1 yard, one was 18 yards, but that's pretty much all he had, all he did yesterday. But I need to see more of, more yards and targets for him. But yeah, so Chicago has the Patriots, the Packers, the Vikings, the Lions, the 49ers, the Vikings, the Lions, Seattle, then the Packers again. They finna go on a losing streak, I think.
Okay.
Now don't be shocked if that's maybe week 16 if the Lions are like they're like 13-1 or whatever, or 12-1, and then they go to Chicago and Soldier Field, and it's cold, and it's December 22nd, 3 days before Christmas, and the Lions lose. You know what I'm saying? I can see that happening because the Lions look like that team, but that's a tough schedule, Christian. That's a tough schedule.
Okay.
For the Bears and for DJ Moore with the OC. Look at this. Struggling Bears stick with Waldron as play caller. Dude's trash, man. Garbage. Luke Getty. The Rangers fired Luke Getty, who was garbage. Who was he at?
The Bears.
The Bears last year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what some of the GMs be thinking. So you're saying the second half of the push. I do want to say one thing. I'm glad that, at the beginning of the season, we were like, man, Bijan, what's going on with Atlanta? Maybe they heard us. I don't know. But they're giving that boy the rock, and I appreciate it. About time. About damn time. And what I don't like, I remember, and of course, he bought out yesterday. And what happened? They gave Tyler Algier the touchdown. I said, boy, this ain't. And literally on that drive, Bijan did 95% of that particular drive. I know he was tired. I'm sure he was. They down in the red zone. He tired. Algier get the touchdown. I said, boy, goddamn. That's supposed to be my man touchdown. But if you're stuck with Bijan, keep him in your lineup. You got to start him. This is what we wanted to see from him. This is what he could be. We knew he could be there. He had almost 150 yards total offense.
Okay. Yeah, we ain't gonna even bring your boy up, Mr. Saquon, man. He's just been doing his thing the entire year.
My dude, he's my favorite running back since LT, LaDainian Tomlinson. When he came out of Penn State, I was love me some Saquon Barkley. Love. He offensive player of the year. Well, I don't know.
I don't know. I was about to say.
I can't hear him.
But that's the one thing, like, I told you, dog. I told you.
The touchdowns I knew, but not the yards, though. I didn't see the yards.
Well, you got to think about it. You got to think about it, dog. Especially during this time, too. It's starting to get November. You know what happened during Thanksgiving now. You know it get a little cold.
Hand the ball off.
Hand the ball off to King Henry. What you want? Do you want King Henry thumping down your throat, or do you want Lamar Jackson going off Mr. Fast as daggone lightning? That's a great running back and then quarterback duo right there, man.
That is.
And the funny thing about this, I mean, they talking about it right now up on Monday Night Football, man.
Oh, are they? That's what they talking about?
They was talking about how Saquon and then Derrick Henry had good games yesterday.
Oh yeah. Running back like Saquon. What was that? It's on the back track. So to who's making that late push?
Mm-hmm. Trying to think of some other players that I think. Well, I think your boy Cooper Kupp might be making that late push, dog.
Oh yeah.
I think Cooper gonna make that late push.
Mm-hmm.
He missed his time. but he's going to make that late push. I think that's one guy out there that's going to make a late push, especially with when we already know how Cooper Kupp was whenever he was with Matthew Stafford by himself, and then having Puka back too. I think both of them just going to feed. It's just going to get fed the rock. So the Rams, they have Seattle, they have the Dolphins, the Patriots, the Eagles, the Saints, the Bills, the 49ers, the Jets, and then the Cardinals, and then Seattle again. What did they do? And they already beat the 49ers too, 27-24. So
they did beat the 49ers.
So that's something right there that we can look at. Just do you have like another person, just like a last but not least person who you think that can end up having like a good second half of the season? Player that you think that can
I'm looking at these running back. Joe Mixon. Maybe Joe Mixon. Devon A-Chain. He showed up. Devon A-Chain. He showed up yesterday, and he could be that. He did number one back. He could be that. Now I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs, but he can still get his points up. He can still get his points up, get his yards up. If he can just stay healthy, that's all they do, stay healthy.
I got a flyer right now.
Who you got?
What do you think about those? The dude's really not a flyer. Like the dude's been pretty dang good when healthy. But can we see a second half C-Mac coming to help teams that are close and just throwing them out there? Because I'm like, we see what the 49ers have been without him. And now that he's coming back,
they miss him.
Now, what will he look like in the second half?
So we're projecting he's going to be healthy. Now, if he's going to be healthy,
we're projecting
all systems go. If he's healthy, I don't know if he's going to be healthy though.
Yeah, I know that's what it is.
He said, "What is it? It's not. What is it in both Achilles? He got what in both Achilles?
Something that I ain't never heard of before. Tendonitis.
In both Achilles. Now,
they said that's like a year process of, but they got all these medicines and things like that. But
I don't give a darn, man. You know, it's crazy. So he supposed to come back. He ain't had any setbacks. Week 10. You know, I think if he can make it to like if he played 4 straight games without no issues, he might be. Yeah, I think you're good for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
but if he play like 2 games and then like he pop up on the injury report, tightness, soreness, something like that.
I think he's always going to be up on the injury report for the remainder of the year because he's going to always have to do that treatment. Like he's always going to have the treatment. So anytime you go to treatment or anything like that, I think you have to get put on the list or something like that. Maybe.
Okay, so you can't do that. Well, if he missed a game, if he missed one game, it's going to be a trickle down effect. I think. But if you, I'm gonna give a number and say if he can play 4 straight games, I think I think I can confidently say he can finish the season strong. He can finish the season strong. He gonna help the 49ers because they need it. So he can make a late push. Like the last 10 games in the season, I can see him being 3rd best running back in the league.
Okay,
if he's healthy.
All right, everybody, and that was your fantasy question of the week. Which players will thrive during the second half of the season? And if you know of any players that you think that are going to thrive in the second half of the season that we did not mention, leave us down there up in the comments and let us know who you think it is. And now let's get ready to transition into that CGP news.
Hey.
What we got for that CGP news, Mr. K. Camp?
All right, I'm gonna try to run through these. You know how we do it. We hate to do it, but we got to do it. This week wasn't that bad, but every week
it was not.
Okay, Drake London hip. He's been downgraded. He was out. He suffered an injured hip in his first half. In the first half, we'll see how it's gonna happen. Carolina Panthers, Xavier Legette. He returned to the field after suffering a hand injury though, so I think he's good to go. Caleb Williams had a little bit of ankle injury, but I think he'll be fine. He just tweaked a little bit. I think he'll be fine. Oh, my goodness. My guy. And I'm glad I wanted to bring him like 2 weeks ago. I was like, I talked about him. Eric All, Cincinnati Bengals. They loved Eric All. They loved him. And I wanted to pat myself on the back, lad. About 2 weeks ago, I didn't say nothing. I'm glad I didn't, because what he do, he tore his ACL in the same knee he tore it in college. Dang. I don't know. Not good, Christian. So he tore his ACL injury. Dak Prescott, he had a swollen hand like a balloon, or a glove that you put air into, and then it's his hamstring. He's gonna be out at least a couple weeks. If I'm Dallas, CeeDee Lamb too, his shoulder. They said it's AC joint. He should be fine. But if I'm Dallas, look, for all you Dallas, Jerry Jones, you listening, Stephen Jones, anybody listening up in Dallas, I know you can't do it. Just shut it down. Just shut it down this year. Get you a top lineman next year. Get you like a top 5, maybe 10 pick. Get you a top lineman in the first round. In the second round, get you a running back. Third round, get you a number 2 wide receiver, because CeeDee Lamb needs some help. Go ahead.
What did I say at the beginning of the year, dog? What did I say?
We didn't even want to make the playoffs now.
They weren't going to make the playoffs. But they should have not paid Dak, because then they could have got their team. They could have got their QB of the future on a rookie deal this year. And then I think that would have, because I think who their head coaches might end up being, because this will be year 3 now since he said no. I don't think he's going to say no 3 years up in a row, and I think that's going to be Brad Johnson.
Ben Johnson,
whatever. You know what I meant, man. The Detroit Lions OC.
Because Mike McCarthy's out there. Dr. Mike McCarthy's out of there. He should be fired. Yes.
I'm gonna let you get back to it, man.
They just talking. I think he's talking, and he should go one ear out the other through them. Everything he's saying fall on deaf ears. Okay. Houston Texans, we got Will Anderson ankle. Okay, he's not offensive. He's doing all nothing but offensive players. Las Vegas Raiders. What's his name? Got hurt. No, he got benched. Never mind. My bad. Gardner Minshew got benched. For Olave, concussion. He just came back 2 weeks ago from concussion. Scary stuff.
That was really scary.
I didn't see it. I'm glad I don't want to see it. I don't know if I want to see it. But yeah, Chris Olave, he went to the hospital. He came out the hospital. He's good as far as that. But that is his second concussion in 2-3 weeks. A.J. Brown, he avoided a major knee injury. He is day-to-day. What they call it, a mild MCL sprain, I think what they called it. A.J. Brown, we need you back, buddy. We need you. And that was it. That was all of the injury news. Not too bad. We had the major thing was Olave's concussion and Eric All's ACL. If you want to say Dak hamstring. But yeah, not too bad. We got about 6-7 people. That's it. I'll take it. Hate injuries. I'll take it.
Okay. I ain't got nothing, no CGP news, dog. But
I did it all. I did.
Yeah,
we'll see. DK Metcalf's supposed to be back next week.
So we'll CMC's supposed to be back.
CMC's supposed to be back. If DK not back, start JSN. I don't know who the Seahawks play, but start them.
Yeah, they play the Rams.
Ooh, no,
Yeah, they just played them. Hold on. I just saw I was looking at the match. Well, they played the 49ers. Well, no, they don't. They on a bye. They're on a bye.
Oh, yeah, he'll definitely be back then. He'll definitely be back by 11-17.
Yeah. So the next segment that we are going into buy, sell, and hold emerging stars with favorable schedules versus those facing tough matchups. And one of the guys that I'm thinking about, and you let me know what you think about this team, even though this team has been flourishing based off the run game, which is why I think this guy is able to pop off the way he's been popping off. And what are your thoughts about Mr. Zay Flowers?
I was high on Zay coming out of college. I think he's my third wide receiver. Something coming out. I was high on him.
Yeah.
I'm loving what I'm seeing. The only thing is that the volume is not going to be there. I think Lamar only threw the ball 19 times. He had 5 catches for 100-some yards. The volume won't be there. That's the only thing about Zay Flowers in his situation. But he's a wide receiver too now at this point. You got to so.
I think the volume will get there with Zay Flowers as long as they continue to have that type of running game, which we think that they're going to end up having. Like anytime that they don't play up against like strong running matchups, I think that he's going to be able to flourish.
Really?
Yeah. Because I'm looking at the teams who they played up against. I need to go check their actual running game, like where they ranked. But which I will go do it real quick. But thoughts are because they played against Cleveland, he ended up getting 115 yards up in that game on 12 targets. Ended up going up against the Broncos this past week and ended up having 127 yards on 2 touchdowns. So I think right there he has a good area where once we check to see how those other matchups that they have coming up, I think he does have the opportunity, but then also when it gets cold, we already know they're going to be a ground and pound game, but I think if they're going to keep, they're going to have to respect the run. And then that's where he's going to flourish. Because that's the one thing about Zay Flowers is you can get the ball to him in space. And what does he turn into? He turns into a daggone kickoff returner and then punt returner. And he can make anybody miss. Like anybody out there. And then that 23-yard game turns into a 40 to 50-yard game, maybe even a breakaway touchdown just because he might be one-on-one and then he hits him with that and then he's just gone.
He's got a little bit of AB to him now. I ain't gonna lie and say he don't. He got a little bit of AB to him though.
So that's one guy that I'm thinking that could potentially have that attributes. Another guy who I don't know, I'm just sitting back trying to see what he's going to do, but I can't lie to you, dog, man. For the last 3 games, man, the guy has been showing up, and that is your boy, Mr. Cedric Tillman.
I picked him up in one league. What league was that I picked him up in? Cedric Tillman, you are correct, sir. You are correct.
And the reason why I'm saying that is because if you look at what he has got over the past 3 weeks, they played against the Cincinnati Bengals, the Baltimore Ravens, and then also the Los Angeles Chargers this past week. Yeah, we know the Chargers game was kind of all garbage because of how Jameis was playing. But Jameis wasn't playing all that bad, but he just turned to Jameis with, I ain't going to get my LASIK done. Maybe he's got to have in his contacts or something like that. But in those 3 games, the first game he had 8 receptions out of 12 targets for 81 yards. Next against Baltimore, which we know Baltimore has that good defense and it's a rivalry matchup, he ended up going 7 receptions for 8 targets on 99 yards and then 2 touchdowns. As y'all can see, hint, it's probably already out the bag. We've probably done found James's favorite target on the Browns right now.
Then I got him in our league. My bad, go ahead.
And then after that, you have
oh shit. Hold on. I'm sorry. Patrick. Patrick, that knee. His knee buckled. Oh shit. His knee buckled.
Oh man.
Fucking Wentz. He got a touchdown though, but he's been held. He's walking off. He's limping off the field with 2 people up on him.
Oh man.
This fucking guy.
Yeah, he can't even put no weight on it, man.
They already had their bye week, haven't they? I'm sorry, I know I cut you off.
Nah, you good, man. Man, it was one of those. But yeah, man, Cedric Tillman, man, he's doing his thing right now.
Yes, but to your point, Cedric Tillman, I agree. I think that is Jameis Winston's new target. Even what did he do yesterday? And they got beat down.
He went on 11 targets. He had 6 receptions for 75 yards and then 1 touchdown. But also, he is the one that ended up making that snag, even though the game didn't matter. Like the boy is understanding how to get his 2 feet down, and he's only a 2-time. This is the second season.
Now, and remember, he was balling in college too. It was when he got hurt. He got hurt, and then Hyatt took off and got the Blitnikoff Award. But he was balling too. He shook his head, and he shook his head like, it's not good, Christian. Not good. Damn.
Yeah, it's not good. You know what that means, dog? I might just sell off my team, man.
Are you gonna win this week?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. If he don't come back in, I don't think so.
Oh, you need 15 points. Ooh.
I need 15 points. Oh yeah, not dog.
And he still got 2 people playing. He still got he got Cade Iden, who's balling. And the KC defense. Oh yeah. What would that make you? I don't look at no about which. Let me see.
I would
be 4 and 5.
I'll be 4 and 5. Pretty much, I'd have to do what I said I was going to do.
You got your pick. Go get the number one pick.
I don't have my pick.
Oh, don't.
Nope. Nope. But what I could do is sell off everything for next year, though.
You could. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say you could wait until after the season, see if you'll pick out. But I don't know who has it.
You already know the greediest person up in the league.
Your favorite author got it?
Yep.
How you get your pick? He got it from Chase just now. Chase said it. Oh,
yep.
Dang. God damn.
And the only way to get that pick back is I might have to give up CMC.
I don't think he even takes CMC. Honestly,
he might. I don't know.
Or CD.
I ain't giving up. I ain't giving up that.
He over there walking though. He walking, but I don't know if he can twerk that joker. He's shaking his head, talking to Andy like, man, I don't know.
They're gonna have to put a brace on that thing or something. He might end up doing Byron Leftwich, and it doesn't, like, just so everybody, we are going off up on a tangent. Y'all might not even see this part, but shoot, I don't know, man. He might have to pull that Byron Leftwich if they really want, or just have the dude. You already know tomorrow he getting the daggone MRI. He's getting that MRI.
He jogging. He was got through jogging. He might have.
I think he might have just hyperextended it just a little bit, because you see the way it looked like he slipped a little bit, and it was like it was like that. Whoop.
Yeah.
So
it's a little tweak. He might be all right.
Yeah.
My bad. Okay. Cedric Tillman. Agreed completely.
And I'm gonna throw out this guy, and because he's like, for some reason, I didn't think he was gonna hit the stride, and I told people to sell him before, and it looks like I might have been wrong about you selling him, or maybe you got something better out of this deal. But remember how I was telling people about Garrett Wilson? Because
you told me, you said, did I agree with you? I didn't agree with you.
I don't know if you agree with me. But the reason why I said to sell him was based off that Monday night game that he ended up, not the Monday night, but up in early October, when he had that 13 receptions on like 23 targets. And I was like, shoot, man, if you don't believe in him, man, just go and sell him now, man. If you think that that week was a fluke, but boy, was I wrong. I don't know what him and what's the name has gotten into it. But he's just going off like the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it helped me. We get your all pro over there too.
Yeah,
it helped. So it takes some pressure off everybody not keying in on you because they got to play Devontae. Aaron Rodgers gonna go to Devontae when it's crunch time, but other than that,
I'll give you everything else.
He's looking for J-Dub. So G-Dub. So yeah. Man. Yeah, Gary. What's my prediction was like he's gonna have new records and everything, receptions, touchdowns, and yards.
Yep.
Set career highs. We looking like it. We gonna see. We looking like it. We on track. We on pace. I think I had it like wide receiver 4 or receiver 5 for me. So,
yep,
loving that.
Okay. So I think it's that time, dog. Unless you got anybody else who you want to. But everybody, you know what time we came into. What time we're at? We are at the end of the show. So first thing, we're going to recap of what we did. We did strategy focus, like what we always do every week for the past season. Did a strategy focus, fantasy question of the week, CGP news, and buy, sell, and hold. So for strategy focus, it was rest of the season projections, who will finish strong. Next, we had that fantasy question of the week, which players will thrive during the second half of the season. Then we had CGP news, and then that's when we give you all the injury updates and our thoughts about them. And then the last but not least was the buy, sell, and hold, emerging stars with favorable schedules versus those facing tough matchups. And some of the guys that we gave out there too, they do have some favorable matchups and some tough schedules. Any last words, Mr. K. Camp?
Hey, thank you. Episode 68 in the 68. Books, week 9 in the books. I can't believe we're almost over halfway done already. Dang, flying by. Hey, we thank y'all for coming out. We know you could have been anywhere in the world, but you were here with us, and we appreciate that. Spread love, not hate. Make sure y'all go vote.
Spread love, not hate.
Thanks for checking out another episode of Cerberus Gridiron Podcast, powered by Cerberus Fantasy Sports. Make sure you stay tuned for the next episode.